For those that are new to this channel, we talk about everything milk tea, coffee, chocolate, smoothies, frappe, and business tips. If you're looking to start a small business or you'd like to prepare drinks for home, family, and friends, this is the channel to watch out for. Today, I am going to share with you a new recipe. This is part of my amazing iced cocoa series. This time, we are going to make crunchy Milo Fudge Boba. First of all, thank you to those that have watched my video tutorial on how to make amazing iced cocoa. It's gathered quite a number of views. Today is a variation to that particular drink. It is going to be crunchy Milo Fudge Boba. That means we are going to use Milo, but if you don't have access to Milo, you can use any chocolate malt. You can also use Ovaltine if this is what you prefer. To make it crunchy, we are going to use Milo Cereals. And if you don't have access to this one, you can also use Cocoa Crunch. I'm sure all of you have seen this before or have even tried it. And for the Cocoa Crunch or for the Milo Cereals, I am going to crush them into bits. And this is what I'm going to put on my drink, on top of my drink, on top of the fudge to make it crunchy. And because this is going to be a boba, for those that have requested to make an amazing iced chocolate with boba, I am going to use golden pearls here. So again, it can be black pearls, can be any type of sinkers that you have available to you. We need evaporated milk, which you can replace with fresh milk if you don't have access to this one, and also condensed milk. If you're starting a business with these drinks, then I would suggest you invest in a scale. This is very useful for measuring your ingredients. You also need a spoon, larger one, just to mix your fudge. You also need a bowl or a saucepan. Many of you would have this at home. You don't need to buy a new one. And if you're just making this for home, I would suggest you get a measuring cup like this one, a 1 cup measuring cup. And if you can, do get one of these. This is my shot glass, which is 60 ml or 2 ounces. That's all you need for the gadgets. You can already start making these drinks from home or for business. And then the rest will be supplies. So do not say that you cannot start a business without so much investment. Honestly, this is a very simple drink and it is absolutely delicious. For the cup size, I am going to use 22 ounces here because this is a drink that everyone loves to have in large cups. I don't think you would like to have it in 32 ounces or 1 liter, but this one is good enough. Although I do have a recipe for 32 ounces cups and I'm going to put them in the description box below for your reference. Let's start by making our Milo Fudge. For the Milo Fudge, I am going to use 1 whole can of condensed milk. Now this one is good for 3 cups of 22 ounces. So if you have to make a lot, you have to multiply the proportion. I'm going to use 100 grams of Milo here. Stir until everything is well combined. Do not worry if there are lumps left here because Milo can also be eaten on its own. I love Milo. I'm happy with this now. I am ready to assemble my drinks. Now for those who are wondering whether you can pre-make this Milo Fudge and then refrigerate it, I wouldn't recommend it. I think that you should make them and serve them as and when there's an order. You can make them in batches like this one, good for 3 cups of 22 ounces. But if you want to keep it refrigerated, it gets very, very thick and it's also very lumpy, more lumpy than what it is now. So I suppose you can, if there's any left over, you can keep them refrigerated and then make sure that you mix them well again before you serve it the following day. Time to assemble our drinks. So just a scoop of boba at the bottom. I'm going to assemble all at the same time. Well, I have been requested to make this drink with regular ice instead of crushed ice. So we are going to find out whether that works. I always said that the secret to this drink is using crushed ice. I'm going to pour my evaporated milk, and this should be about 90 milliliters. You can measure your milk here. And if you do measure it, we are going to aim for about 90 milliliters or 3 ounces of milk. And then for my fudge, I am going to split this into 3 cups. I hope I do it justice. You can measure if you'd like to be precise, except when you are making a lot of this, it might be so hard for you to keep measuring. Using a scale will help, but as I have said, I am trying to make this with as little gadget and investment as possible. I'm going to be extremely generous here, but you have to be mindful of your investment and your costing for each cup. And you have 3 deliciously looking crunchy Milo Fudge Boba. So what do you think? Very, very easy to make, and they look absolutely delicious. Not for the squeamish, not for those that are worried about the sweetness level, but I can guarantee this will taste very good. Once in a while, you should have some treat. And this is the purpose of these drinks anyway. Give you a treat, give you that sugar rush. But this one, did you see I put any sugar at all? Not really. Oh, there you go. No sugar added. I want to try the chocolate fudge first because I want to know whether is it better than using unsweetened dark chocolate. This is Milo with a crunch. And so let me try it. Oh my, I hope you can hear that crunch. It is good, I must say. If you'd like it to be less sweet, you can also split the Milo fudge that we made, the batch that we made today, into 4 cups. So make your cost a little bit lower if that is what you plan to do. I want to take some of the boba. Chewy, soft, freshly made. Well, I hope this video clip is useful for those that are planning to start a business and adding this item on their menu. For costing purposes, the batch that we made today is good for 3 to 4 22 ounces cups. So add up your cost, divide it by 3 or by 4, and then that is your cost per cup. For pricing purposes, I would say that you can price per cup depending on how much everyone else is pricing in your area. I would suggest that you start with about 3 times your cost. That means if your cost is about $1, you should sell it at least $3. Don't forget that there are other costs involved like overhead for your utilities, electricity, water, gas, and also there are some fixed costs like your rent and also your staff. That's all I would like to share with you today. Stay tuned for more of these business ideas and business tips by Chao. In the meantime, don't forget to click that subscribe button. I'll see you again next time. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now.